Mr. Greedy, Mr. Greedy, red dying bleedy bleedy. Oh, Mr. Greedy, I'm talking to you, Mr. Greedy, red dying bleedy bleedy.
Blessed love, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Ali I Selassie, the first Empress, men for the balance. You don't know I'll go, yeah, man. Glorify, welcome to a very special episode tonight where we're here in the studios with Thomas Robertson for the second time, and we're going to be discussing matters on the feminization of our young male today and try to give our points and views on it, and hope that the viewers will chime in on the comments and give your point of views as well and reply to what you hear on the podcast. So blessed love, this is season 2, episode 7, and you're here at Militant Voices Podcast. One love, blessed love. Shout out to Empress Maryland in the ghetto, Congo Rocky, you don't know how to go. Give thanks to the royal family, Pops, everyone down there. Shout out to I Ja Rice, Ja Bongo, Ja Peter, everyone in the camp of the host of Rastafari, all brothers and sisters, powers to the Most High, Ja. Blessed love, welcome to Militant Voices. You don't know how to go, you know how we do this, yes I, welcome again. This is my brother Thomas Robertson, you don't know how to go, you know, students in the podcast. He was on the first episode, so you know how to go, yes I, give thanks and praise. Tonight we're dealing with a very, very important issue and topic, that I see. This topic is on the feminization of our young males, that I see, and we're going to try to chime in on, you know, different type areas of it, what our wisdom and knowledge and what we encounter with researching over the time, and so we'll get the show started now. Bless up, Thomas. You don't know how to go.
Bless up, bro. Bless up.
Yeah. And you don't know one more thing. This my brother is the producer also of the show, so you know I can't forget that, charming on that. And I think I made a mistake when I introduced my brethren. Shout out to my brethren, Congo Raga. That I mean, and so give thanks and praise. You don't know how to go. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Tommy. Well, over the years, we see that this feminization process was in process. And from my knowledge, from where I see it introduced mostly through the movies. Is what really bring it, what really bring it to this what you call acceptance that it have now. And I know that it was also orchestrated by a group of high society ranking homosexuals who write a manifesto. They're called the Gay Manifesto that I see, where they put certain type things into this manifesto, what they was trying to bring in the effect in order to grow their thing and make it powerful, like how you see it is today. And one of those things was that they was going to flood the media, you see what I'm saying? And they was going to make sure that when they present it, it will come off in a jokey way first, you see, so you can condition your mind, you see what I'm saying? And now if you notice nowadays, one time ago we used to like bash out the gay thing hardcore, you know what I mean? And I still do it. I mean, people used to do it like on a agenda.
Yeah, I was just talking about that.
So the gays is to be hidden and they hold that.
Now everything is acceptance.
Because of how we now take it like a joke now. And we also say, now, but if it ain't me, I ain't worrying about it. And this and that. So now it no longer become what you call abomination. The how I used to look at it, the way it's described. You see what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, what King James writing and all, they describe it as abomination in there. You see what I'm saying? And we know, say, if you two persons of the same sex can never reproduce.
No.
And everything the Most High create and nature create was reproduction system. You see what I'm saying? So that's automatically going against the laws of nature and the laws of creation. That I see. And when people talk about you was born that way, it's pure folly.
That's rubbish.
Because you trying confused.
Yeah,
and the one who created this was not confused.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, you see,
I don't agree with that.
I know you could chime in, my brother.
I mean, when you look at it, I look at it as a global agenda. And like you say, they introduce it, you know, trying to make it clowny so people could laugh at it and accept it and whatnot. Having you know, males wear dresses and not even just dresses, but makeup and wigs and all that stuff, you know. You know, and I feel as though, like I said, it's a global agenda, and they introduced it, you know, a little subtly, and then they came smacked right in your faces, because here you have now they go in at a lot of public figures, persons who they know a lot of kids look up to, and have them wearing these feminine stuff and try to get them to look feminine and wear dresses and try to make it look stylish. they say that's the new thing and all
Make it
that.
look acceptable.
Yeah,
You
you know, and I have a major problem with that, you know. But a lot of times it ain't just, you know, a global thing too. A lot of times it's right at home. You know what I mean? You have a lot of single parent mothers that bring up their child soft, so to speak.
Yeah.
And their rationale behind that is, oh, well, I ain't trying to have my son to grow up to be like, he probably was, you know, he probably was a gunman or this and the next or whatever the case may be. Mind you, at the same time, I understand that you don't want your child to be in that negative, you know, lifestyle.
But you don't want to also take away
his manliness.
Exactly.
His masculinity.
You see
what I'm saying?
Because even most homes where a child where boys grow up with a girl, parents mostly will compare the son to the daughter. And they have to forget that the girls have estrogen and the boys have testosterone. So they can't keep still. You see, you can't tell the boy to keep still like the girl. Because they have a different type flow in them. His nature in him is the room.
Different biology.
It's the adventure and the chaos. You see what I'm saying? So you have to give him that room, but at the same time, don't get, like you say, you don't want him to be bad. Like every father was a bad person. You don't want him to. You'll want him to practice the good things his father practiced and said. You see what I'm saying? So I feel you on the.
Yeah, man. You know, so a lot of them will say, well, yeah, man, I don't want him to be no bad person and all that. But at the same time, you know, and some of them will be like, oh, well, women ain't supposed to be just raising man by themselves. Mind you, that's right, you know. We're supposed to come together as a couple, as a unit, and raise families together. But you have some women out there who raise their sons the way they supposed to be raised, regardless of a male figure being present or not.
And then it ain't just like always the responsibility that the woman had to do that on her own. It was that enough of these men them lost their backbone because of this feminization again. And they leave their children behind with their woman to defend for themselves while they go hang up on the block with man.
That's another thing. That's another thing.
Jail, like in man chasing after wrong decisions again.
That's another thing.
So
you as a man, you know you get responsibilities, then you got to put on that responsible head and have that responsible mindset. Not to go there and get caught up in the same old foolishness that cause you not to be present in your child's life.
Like every time it comes to that choice of me leaving my family to go to jail or dying or having making this move, you're supposed to always know, say that choice is supposed to always be by, if I can deal with my family, I'd rather be around my family. You see, you can't be dumb to say, well, I'm going to try and make this move to help them, because helping them and destroying yourself in the equation ain't helping them. Because why you going to try to help them by doing something illegal, and then when you look judgment, you end up in a more problem. So it's a waste of situation, and I don't have you around at all now.
That's foolishness.
We have the our males, young males, them have to be careful to the way that we was in Africa when fathers used to raise their children to be warriors and know how to be responsible. You see what I'm saying? Nowadays, the fathers them ain't in the homes no more like how they should be, and when they in the homes them, their judgment ain't putting on certain rules.
You raise a very valid and powerful point. You know, some dudes will be like, well, man, I never had no father figure growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is where mentor programs are important in schools and businesses and in the communities. Mentorship. You understand? The older man or the grown man, the mature man in the communities or even in the families, I send and invite you to step up to the plate. And you understand me, and help out some of these young fellas that need that role model to look up to.
Right.
I can remember a couple of years back in Yellow Welder, where I grew up. I started to put some weights in the back of my yard, you know, pumping weights and lifting weights. And I noticed a lot of the young brothers used to come there and say, man, no, lift some weights and whatnot. You know what I mean? I say, yeah, man, come this way. You understand? Come lift some weights. And my mindset was more time in the gym.
You taking them
less
off the
time in the streets. You understand what I'm saying? And
a
lot of them brothers used to come there and just pump weights, and as to give them a lot of positive counsel at the same time. Like the younger ones, as I tell them, listen, before you lift up any weight, do your homework first.
Yes,
and when you don't do your homework, let's get to work, you know.
Yeah,
you see what they saying?
I'll lead the mischief. You know
so you gotta try. As older men, we gotta try be that mentor to these young brothers, because they have so much distraction. So much distraction out there. The other day on the news, I just see they have this doll this transgender doll.
I saw it too.
Man,
Well,
what
yeah,
kind
I saw
of
it
rubbish?
too.
What kind of foolishness going
yeah, I
on,
saw it.
man?
See, because these man, like I said, they on this quest, this gay mob thing we're going on now. Like how you see an artist now can't even come out and say something against a gay, or people can't speak out in America openly against gays because they get what you call a charge for discrimination and gay bashing or different thing, right? But that's the power these man them reach to,
That's a serious thing.
because just the way they set they system up, and when they're trying to accomplish, because the people who in power is gays also.
Yeah.
You see, I say most of the powerful people in the world right now is these gay man them.
And they pushing their
And
agenda.
they pushing their agenda hard. And if you want to get up and they cycle as an entertainer or whatever like that, and you got to deal with the abomination too.
Yeah.
That's what they dealing with. You see,
No
I say?
bowing.
So more time. Our sons them looking at these judgment rappers and all these so-called niggas like Young Thugs and the Lil Weens them who kissing with baby them
No,
and
man.
all these different like
Rubbish,
things.
man.
And Young Thug who putting on lipstick and
Dressing
fingernail
thing,
polish
yeah.
and dressing.
I could never understand that man wearing fingernail polish
And calling these equality brackets them booing and babe and all that, but that's a bunch of folly and abomination. I don't care if you're doing it for gimmick, if you're doing it for the money, if it whatever, it's still abomination.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Real
So
talk.
that whatever form you're dealing with, I don't care if you're dealing with man or not, or if you're just doing it like I said, it's a gimmick, it's still abomination.
Yeah,
you see what I'm
man.
saying?
You get some people who will be like, oh, they born this way and whatnot. I don't believe
No,
that.
never.
Yeah, it's a choice
Yeah, it's
that
a
you
choice.
have to make.
Yes.
You make a conscious decision to
Yes,
say, well,
yes.
you know what, I can do the right thing
I can do the wrong
and
thing.
follow nature, because even in nature, there's a male plant and a female plant. There's a male animal and a female animal. Male human, female human.
Right.
So that's the right way to
Right,
go.
right,
You know what I mean?
right.
There's old saying, God made Adam and Eve and not Adam and Steve. But that ain't no joke. That's a serious thing.
But if I tell you,
it's the way it's supposed to be.
By you saying that they brought out a book called Adam and Steve and put it in the children's school, my lord. You already say in America.
This ain't
all right?
just a gay agenda. This is all out
My
war they
lord,
doing, man.
Listen to me. They telling children that if the children, they was trying to once come up with a plan to say if the child decide to say, the boy decide to say he's a girl, he could go to the girl's bathroom.
No, man.
You understand? That's how father was going to reach with this family.
Me as a father, I don't feel comfortable with a boy going in the girl's bathroom where my daughters gotta go and use the bathroom and whatnot.
Man.
Yeah, man.
They sick with their wife.
Yeah.
And like I say earlier, they're using the media was one day powerful as the Gay Manifesto that say they're using this media as their judgment platform to deliver it. So now you have artists out there, you have movie stars, you have all these people them who judgment dealing with this gay vibe, right? And now our young men them looking up to these people because see this. You remember one time I go in the home, who used to be the hero of the son?
The daddy, man.
The daddy.
Daddy,
used to
man.
always want to be like your
man.
daddy.
Yeah,
but since now you have this
Shout out to
absence.
my old man.
You see, I say
For being
mine,
a real man,
R.I.P.
you
to
see?
my own too.
R.I.P. daddy. Yeah, man. Real
Now
talk.
that this absence is there, fathers in the home, right?
Yeah.
And fathers no longer there. Yeah, man, you told me, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, daddies is the proper thing, you know, you need your fathers in the home to raise the children and you know what I mean, and be there for the stabilizing and keeping the balance.
Yeah.
But what I was about to get to is one topic what I know say doing slavery, they have something called back breaking. Where they used to take the biggest, strongest slave out from amongst, take all the slaves out they cottage or wherever they is, and put this big, strong slave, who's the biggest and strongest one, and let a white man rape him, you see what I'm saying? And that was to take away his manhood and his drive, you know what I mean? To bring him down, emasculate him, you see what I'm saying? Bring him down, make him...
Well, a lot of them Africans never used to be into that, our brothers and sisters. Some of them who they did that too, I understand, went and killed themselves.
Yeah, man, because...
After that.
Yeah, but guess what? You have men today in this world who went to jail and got gang rape in prison, some of that kill themselves after that too, because some man can't live with that, you say, that take away all they manhood from them, you see, saying, yeah, you mess their brain up, you see. See, it like when a man rape a woman. You see, put that same kind of effect on her brain, you see, because you defile her, you see, you violate her. You know, you take something away from them without them giving that to you, you see. So more time, that's just the way it is, you see. It's dread. But more time, I people them like we tend to like take on other people's cultures and other people's ways of life, and then we choose to like deprive our own. You see, and like we need to stop doing that. We need to start looking forward to our roots and culture, Africa.
Facts.
You know, in everything in Africa, you're supposed to practice as African because Africans is different, practice different cultures in Africa.
Yes, Africa is pretty diverse.
Diverse.
Plenty different cultures and thought processes.
Yes,
belief systems. Yeah.
But you know, you could take on to our roots and our culture of the foundation, and you know, the civilized wives and the wives that you know. So you see what I'm saying? Instead of stop taking on these European ways of life, because none of these European ways of life ain't good for us. You see what I'm saying?
No.
And then you wonder why, like. I'm not a racist person, right? I don't have nothing against.
I know that. I know that.
I don't have nothing against nobody like that on the face of it, but I speak the truth and I see how certain things is really be the truth. There's a reason why a lot of black men them and like you have man like you know the Muslims and you know Farrakhan, whoever else, you know Malcolm X even at one time preachers and like and you still have black people who say to this day like the Hebrews like you know what I mean and all them like that like they don't deal with white people like don't deal with them, separate from them, don't mix with them, and then it's like. It ain't as a hate mechanism, you know, but it's for the safety of our and preservation of our culture and to reserve ourselves. Because once we started to mix with them, you notice what happened. We started to mix with them after all these years, but now look what happened after that. When you look at the whole situation, you see, like I said, nothing to take away from the white people, because they have friends and they have white friends, and like I say, I have
friends
white
and family,
and family, and all that, and I don't think that, but I try to say it's being real.
Yeah.
What happened is that we end up practicing the ways that they had, and that was introduced to us.
Ways that were not originally our ways.
And most of the ways when they practice, some of them ways was not even of what you call a civilized natures to do something they do, and we started to practice it.
You know, a perfect example too is, you know, they get some tribes out there now that they say have not seen regular civilization. They just been in the jungle where they live in for all these years without any knowledge
contact with the rest of the world.
Contact with the rest of the world.
And
you see one of the main things that they were afraid of, saying that if they allow persons to go and make contact with them, then that particular tribe might die off because
of the disease and things like that.
Yeah.
They have a tribe. I was watching a documentary on YouTube a couple of months back where this tribe will live on this little remote island, and they have people who try to get into this remote island. One or two people went there, they end up dying. These tribes arrow them down, and they show you footages and pictures where the man was flying in the helicopter, and show you where these men was trying to throw spears at them from underground. So they don't want no one entering on the island. You see what I'm saying? So you have people that don't live like that to this day. And if you go amongst that island, I bet you wouldn't find one gay couple there.
No, real talk.
You wouldn't find one gay couple there.
Not one.
But let some freaky people go there and start to live there for a few years. Then you'll see what happened, like what happened to us in our culture as black people. You see what I'm saying? So more time, we got to protect that, man.
Yeah.
That's big dumb.
Yeah, man. And again, like putting this out there, and you will see that throughout this entire interview, I'm making a call for men to stand up and step up and be men.
Yes, I am.
You see what I'm saying?
Stop feminizing yourself.
You know, real talk, man. You got to be there. You know, the other day, I was talking to some younger fellas from my neighborhood, and I was like, you guys know how to change a tire? And, you know, they was like, no. I was like, listen, bro, I was changing tires from like Ras 7, 8, 9 years old, bro. There's something, like there's certain things that as a young man, you should know. And a lot of them are not getting it at home. So my plea is to the street talk, to the OGs in the neighborhood, you know, try and step up and show these brothers the right way, man. You know, as simple as saying, showing a brother how to change a tire. That goes a long way in a young man's life. You see what I'm saying? Showing them how to jump batteries or change the battery in the car. Simple things. You know what I mean? But another thing too is that the go further with the mentorship program, right? A lot of times, you know, initiatives take money. You understand me? It takes money to make things work. So we need to tap into a lot of government agencies that are willing to assist. But at first, we need to get organized.
Yes, I.
It's important that we get organized within our communities.
And centralized.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
let me give a shout out to Javon.
Javon, that's a priest.
You know?
Yeah, man.
But I talk about my nephew, not about Javon. Yeah, you see?
Okay, yes, I.
He live in Engliston. You know what I mean, Javon? And he is doing a major work now. You know, some would see him as a bad boy from back in the day. But that brother saw the error of his ways.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And now he's what you would call a community activist, dealing with community empowerment.
Mental violence.
You understand?
Yeah,
so
man.
now we have to get organized. and then we can present ourselves to the government agencies and say, okay, this is what we want to do.
Yes, King.
This is what we're getting organized for, and give them a listing of exactly what you need funding for.
Yeah, man.
You understand me?
Yeah, man.
And see, we got to go to these people professionally.
Yeah, man.
You know, it ain't like we don't need it. We need the help.
Yes.
We need the help. We need the assistance. You
And
know
we
what I mean?
also have to practice a lot of self-reliance.
Yeah.
I see as a people, we need to practice self-reliance a lot because we too like to mostly like depend on the government for a lot of things, and we like to depend on the
I can tell you one thing, no,
foreign-
Papa. They there. We put them in power.
No, I was about to
Put them to
clarify.
work,
No,
but
yeah,
yeah.
I feel you, but I was trying to say when I
Put
was
them to
about
work
to,
with.
I was about to go beyond that with that statement because I don't want to feel like that they getting off of that or I sympathize with them. Watch out where this can lead to. Too much people like to depend on the government too much, and they also like to depend on foreign people to do things for them. When we
Self-reliance is key. Yeah.
be blessed with all kind of resources, be blessed with knowledge, capable of certain things, of wisdom and knowledge and power. Now, when I say depending on the government for too much things, I mean like we have certain talent or knowledge to do certain things. And instead of we bring that to the forefront ourselves and be self-reliant and bring that out of the ground, we rather sit there and wait for
Perfect
them
example.
and try to fund it. Or you see
It's perfect example right there.
You see what I'm saying?
And the Militant Voices show.
You see what I'm saying?
Doing his own thing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
man.
And
Real
which I
talk.
help give thanks and praise
Real
my
talk.
brother. So you know how I go. So what I'm saying is this. Certain things you could take into your own hand. You ain't got to wait for no one to come and
Yeah.
give you no
I
handout,
agree.
my
I
Lord.
agree. I
You see what
agree.
I'm saying?
Real talk.
Do
Real
it for
talk.
yourself. Show them you could do it. And
Real
still,
talk.
when you done get to a certain level and reach a certain level, then you can demand certain help from them. Then
Yeah.
you ain't got to ask for it. No, you can demand it.
That certain level
You
is
can say,
being
but
organized.
guess what I got put together here? I need y'all to fund this. Y'all supposed to have something set up in place to fund upcoming business people and different type things. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
you have to put something first, put a plan together first. Put a portfolio together.
Yeah,
put
man.
something in order first
Yes.
before you can say you want people to help
Yeah,
you.
yeah, get
Let
organized.
people see you active in some area
Yes,
first. You see
yes.
what I'm saying? 'Cause ain't no one just going to put no endorsement behind a plan.
No.
They going to put that behind something that they
Action.
see is done in effect.
Action,
You
yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Action.
So more time.
We need to get active in our communities.
Mm.
You know, like as like I can remember as a youth coming up, I had a lot of older brothers, a lot of older fellas in the community that I could look up to. You know, I would say we had the businessmen. You know what I mean?
Yes,
we had the politicians. We had everything within our little community, and I could take away from each one of them to help build myself. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
As a man
kid.
coming up. And so what I'm saying is we need to try and be able to provide that for the younger generation coming up, to give them something positive to look up to, give them something positive that they want to be. You understand? Let them say, well, you know something, man, I see Ras Copper doing that show, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
like
man.
when I get old, I want to do something like that.
Yes,
You
kid.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's give
Bring
these
some
brothers.
inspiration in
Yeah,
some way.
man.
Yes,
Let's
kid.
give them something
Yeah, man.
to look forward to. You know what I mean? As
man.
older brothers in the community, we really need to step to the forefront
Yeah, man.
for these younger brothers coming up.
Yes,
because
man.
they have so much different influences
Yes,
out there
kid.
to put them in the wrong way.
Yes, because I suppose you just get to like and feminization just coming from in a homosexual perspective. That also come from in your attitude too.
Real
so
talk.
yeah, so they could be like the hang up around man all day on the block and don't want
I
to
know
go
that's
home.
what you was getting at.
You see how you see it? That could be
Real talk.
feminization.
Real talk.
And they could have a woman out there working,
Real talk.
bringing in all the money,
Real
and
talk.
you're just sitting down on the plane and still want row and
Real
fight.
talk.
That's in feminization.
Yeah.
You see how you see it? And they could always be liking someone else things all the time, liking someone wives and all that.
Yeah.
That's womanist type attitude.
Yeah,
All that's
yeah.
a feminization.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have different type things as
Yes,
well.
yes,
You know what I
yes,
mean? It could be around this whole subject and around this whole statement. You see what I'm saying? So what we have to do as man, or like my brother was saying, we have to start building our youth them to
Yeah,
be more
man.
warriors.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
man.
saying? Because like I said
Real
again,
talk.
back forward to Africa again, young men and there was the flex and thing like that in Africa. There's the thing like woman and all that. Young men is the thing like men. Their whole craving was to be warriors and
hunting
strong
and
men.
thing. Yeah, man.
That's all they see their father did. That's what they see their father before them did. Their father before them. Their uncles, their brothers. Everyone was go through something to become a man. They say you go through a crest or some kind of challenge or go through the village and bring back a lion teeth or something. So you're
Real
a
talk,
man.
real
You see what I'm
talk.
saying? That's what everybody's doing in Africa.
Real
Nowadays,
talk.
we
Yeah.
got these brothers, these young men growing up now. But like I said, this infeminization type mentality. They ain't thinking of hunting. They
Boy,
don't feed their family.
I
They
can
don't
tell you
set
one
family.
thing.
You see
Get
how you see
mad all you want.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
standing on behind what Ras
Yeah,
Copper
man, that's
said.
reality, man.
Real talk.
He have become the mascot
Real
of his
talk.
country. I
Yeah,
can say that's a
man.
very special and a fiery contribution
Real
to
talk.
the night.
Real talk.
This real, man.
These
because,
things need to be addressed,
yeah,
man.
we seeing this going on around us too
Yeah.
much, man. We need to
Yeah.
try, eradicate this feminization and this homosexual mob thing coming down on us. This abomination against nature and against the
Grab
laws
the
of
woman,
nature.
hold the woman tight.
You see?
Yeah, man.
So we just fighting against them thing there, man. I see. And Militant Voices ain't come to bring no hate to nobody.
No,
We come to speak out truth. See, and speaking truth, you're gonna offend others.
Yeah.
You see how you see it? Because I know the great Bruce Lee say, the greatest way to leave your legacy is to do something that is worth remembering, that people remember. So I see it. If you want to leave a legacy or you want to be immortal, the greatest way to feel immortalize yourself is to do something that everyone will remember. So you trying to do things that the people remember you do in a positive way.
In a positive way.
That's the kind of thing you're supposed to be thinking about as a man right now. You're supposed to be thinking about how you can go kill somebody or how you can go do something stupid to bring yourself to shame and disgrace and bring your family to shame and disgrace. You see how you see it?
That's a serious thing,
Yeah, you got to go do things.
That's a serious thing.
Yeah, you got to do things to bring upliftment to your family.
That's a serious thing. That's a serious thing. It's important. It's powerful how you say that. I can remember I had that mindset too, back in the day. You know what I mean? Like he's saying this the baddest man, he's a serious man and all that. But then as you get older, hopefully you begin to see the error of your ways and begin to see that thought process you had back then.
Bringing shame and disgrace.
Shame and disgrace.
That's all.
You know what I mean?
Have your parents trying them caught out, stressing with you. Sometimes they ain't got enough money to help pay for these lawyers and court fees. They're going to kind of thing, all because you're infeminizing your mentality, my lord. You're thinking like a female. Again, because a real man can think strong. You see what I see it? Yeah, man. So you know how them things go. You know what I mean? And like, okay, you know how they go. You see what I'm saying? Like we say Hollywood and the casting coach. You see what I'm saying? You know how the man them go. When you come in there for that script and you will get that big role in that movie, you know the homosexual faggot producer, you see what I'm saying? He will violate you in some type of way. You see what I'm saying? So that's what these manners be dealing with in Hollywood. They got a whole system inside there.
You know, Cobb, I start off as an actor over here doing a lot of acting in movies, and I ain't telling no lie. That's one of the things that kind of discouraged me too. I serious, like, because I say anybody on that run, if I got eat bow to say we make it, everything said I rather buy my own camera and equipment, and make my own Hollywood. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Real talk, man.
I lost faith in that industry thing long time ago too. From I see the whole initiation thing, the initiation process. I was like, nah, I don't deal with them kind of thing. I rather just stay independent and let's make my own bread independently. You see what I say?
Real talk, bro.
I don't need to go on no label. If the label dealing with them kind of darkness, you see what I say, them kind of abomination and thing like that. I rather just stay independent as an artist, you see what I say? But more time us as black males, like I say, we have to stop dealing with this feminization mentality, you see what I'm saying? We have to start dressing like man, talking like man, and being man, you see what I'm saying? All this funny style and thing. What man dealing with now, wearing all these funny style colors, these fruity colors and things like that. Man, pink and all these kind of different things. I never see man wear pink and thing before, and I see niggas wearing pink and think
like
it's
cool.
And you're gonna stop these funny style things. You see what I'm saying? That's pure feminization. Them people making it cool for y'all. Look at the style of how everything coming out now. That day I buy some boxes in foreign. I say, saying, come on, open the boxes, pack. The boxes like panties. I say, I had to give them to my judgment. I say, man, I don't want to give them to my people. I say, my female judgment daughter. I say, man, if you want to, your woman's like better things. And I give it to them. I say, you see these things, look, man. You know what I mean? And so, it's like everything they're trying to make and designs to make man look female-ish, you see what I'm saying? And we move away from everything. I talk about, look at the fashions and everything, man. If you all think I'm joking, go watch all the movies. Look at all the things you see going on nowadays. Look at it, they even have commercials out there. I tell you, they putting books in school for children to deal with this gay shit like that. You see, I say they're giving them all kind of gay teachings in school. They allowing one little girl that they made her so big and popular because she went to school and gave a speech that her mommy and her mom just got married. All right, and there's the best moms in the world and all kinds of
That's so strange, man. That's so strange.
Come on, man.
This type of thing here should not be the norm, man. That's this.
Like,
and they trying to make it the norm, man.
What kind of freaky vibe?
You know what I mean? Man. This is how it's supposed to be. Man and woman and family.
Man. What kind of freaky vibe that is, man?
Real talk.
You see, like, look at this, man. Two man them kissing. You think that's right now? Look at the two man kissing. You think that's right? So more time, I don't do them kind of things, them, man.
No.
They don't look right to man, kissing to man in the public.
All right, man.
If you dealing with your kind of homosexual agenda, you should keep that behind closed doors, man. You shouldn't put it out there because you're confusing children, man.
Yeah.
All right, children want to know why. It's like that because I was watching Martin with my son and daughter, and because we like to watch Martin. I was a Martin fan, and I explained to my son that Shanae ain't a real woman because he thought Shanae was a real woman. So I said, no, that's Martin dressed up like a woman. So he's like, I said, yeah. So my little baby girl, she knew it from. She doesn't know. She say, Daddy, woman, that's Martin. So she say, Daddy, why Martin have breasts? So I say, wow, that's the confusion right there.
Yeah.
You see what I said?
Yeah.
Nah, she won't know why a man have breasts.
Yeah.
You see what I saying? So this is the thing be going through children's head when they see these kind of things being displayed around them all the time. They say they got mothers who have girlfriends and they got daddies who got boyfriends and shit like that, and they got to see that kind of environment. That's a confusing environment.
Yeah, you see.
Then eventually, like we say earlier forward in the beginning of the podcast, the father is like the hero to the child.
Yeah.
So now if this is supposed to be the child father or acting father or whatever like that, he gonna emulate him now.
So then what happens?
He gonna be a faggot next.
Yeah.
And if the father's a freaky father who go beyond that, as a pedophile, he might be turning the child out. You see what I say? Yeah, man, bless the love. You don't know the show was so fiery, we had to cut it short because we don't want to go too long, but we have to come forward with a part 2 of the show, man, because the topic is very interesting. You see, I said that we want to keep bringing this kind of, fire to the people. They say, like I said, it's like Novocaine. They say that we want to pull the teeth is that this whole problem is like a rotten teeth in the mouth, you say, and then people keep putting Novocaine on it, so you can't feel the pain of it, but when you done that Novocaine wear off, pop. You see, I say in the pain is like, so we got to pull the teeth out one time. The teeth right now is homosexuality and feminization of our young black males. So we have to pull that out right now. That is saying it's the population agenda they got in process on us, you see, saying. So more time, I'd like to send a shout out to our sponsors, you see, saying. You don't know how to go. One Love, you see, saying. Pyramid Cinematics, that is saying, where we do all the films, short films, that is saying, commercials, ads, photo shoots, everything like that is saying. That's how we do it. Pyramid Cinematics. Shout out to Jada's Fashion. That's where you pop up and get your good fashion at affordable prices, quality clothes. That's saying we dressing the females out there, having them looking good. Just call Jada's and that's what you'll get. That's saying number it on the screen. That's pop-up cinema where we pop up on your park. That's or if you have an open spot location, wherever like that, parking lot where we pop up, set on the screen, and the popcorns and drinks there. You pay for it. The movie is free. And we also have a package deal where we bring you, if it's an inside place, you can bring us into your place, or whatever, like that private home, whatever, private restaurant, whatever, like that. We set up the screen, everything like that, set up everything, show the movie, and you get the popcorn, the drink, and all that. Comes in one package deal, you see what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. Then a shout out to my brethren, Ninja Cat Triller Entertainment, who's dealing with all the graphics and all that. You see what I'm saying? Our new logo is up tonight, as you can see. That I see, so it's Triller by Triller, Ninja Cat, as I know him by. That I say, saying, give thanks and praise our news latest sponsor. Check him out. He got a good affordable prices and he do great work, so I see. And shout out to Militant Voices Music, the rebel music, where you get good conscious music, music for the mind, music to feed the soul, I see. Cease the fire on the streets. Let's see if we can cut this murder down by 50% this year. Whatever the murder rate was last year, cut it down by half this year, my brethren. So see what I said? Try to see if we can cease the war on the streets. So I say, bless and love. Honor rebel, Rastafari, living in rain. Give thanks. And like I said, this is a very controversial subject tonight, and it had to be addressed, you see what I'm saying? Because if you look around and see what's going on, you see that this kind of situation is spreading like rapid. And we have to really bring a balance forward to Mother Earth, because Mother Earth right now is being angry with what's going on, and she's setting all kind of earthquakes and lightnings and thunders and all kind of different storms because of all this homosexual and all the freaky things. It's bringing imbalance to Mother Earth, you see? So we have to get everything forward on course. You see, I say, and get Mother Earth back on course, forward on course. Blessed love, honor rebel, Rastafari, living in rain. Kaboom.
Hey, Mr. Green.